and welcome to your song tutorial for Silent Night. It is such a beautiful Christmas song, and we've got it here for you in the key of G. We're in 3/4 time, so it's going to have this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 feeling, and it's nice and slow. So the first thing I want to do is just get comfortable with the right hand. Let's get that melody under our fingers first. So let's begin by placing our 3rd finger on D, and then we're going to move up to E, back to D, and then B. Now, if 3 doesn't feel good for you there, you can also play that D with your 2 finger. I tend to alternate between those fingers. It's up to you what feels best. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, and repeat, and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to reach all the way up to D, 2, 3, F sharp, 2, 3, 4 and G, 2, 3, down to D, 2, 3. Now we're going to be playing E. I like to play this E with my 3rd finger because it sets me up for success a little bit later on in the measure. E, E, and now we have some harmonized notes for you. So you can play E and G at the same time. And that's what we're going to get. So if you're new to the piano, you can just play the top notes of these. You could play G, F sharp, E. And if you have the coordination for it to play this in thirds, you could play E and G. Then you're going to sort of like let your wrist tilt up, and you're going to play F sharp and D, and then C and E. So that part from measure 9, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and D, E, D. Reach your thumb down to B. Very similar line here. 2, 3. Here's that harmony. D, E, D, C, 2, 3. Now reach up to A. Here we get to do some finger gymnastics because we need to get as high as the C note. So the second time I play this A, I'm going to place my 3rd finger on it. Then C, A, F sharp, G. I like to play with my thumb. B. Reset the hand, 5 on G, D, B, D, C, A, G. Now I did some finger acrobatics there, so let's go through that again from measure 17. And just please keep in mind, you can create your own adventure when it comes to fingering. These are just suggestions. So I'm going to play my A with 5, then 3, C, A, F sharp. I like to tuck my thumb to the G, and then 3 on B. Then I reset my hand, G, D, B. You could play the 2 here, or you could play the 3. D, C, A, and then cross over. Or you could go sleeping. You could do 5, 5, 4, 2, 1. Actually, I'm going to vote for that pattern. That felt really good under the hands. So that's how you play the melody of Silent Night. The left hand part is super simple. We've got chord names above each measure, so those tell you exactly what to play. So when you see G, you're going to take your left hand 5 finger and you're going to place it on G. And then there are 2 notes shown, so you're going to play a 5th. So if you place your hand so every finger is over a note, it's 5 and 1. So I'm going to play with the left hand. You can follow along. I'm actually going to play hands together just so you can hear the melody as we go. And you can see if you can join in with the left hand. We're going to be in this position. Then we're going to be up here in D position. And the other shapes are C. And that's basically it. There's 3 chords in the song. So let's try that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Notice those lines connecting. That means you're going to hang on for the full 3 beats for each measure. So each of these chords is getting held for 6 beats total. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move up to D here, and our 5 finger is going to be on that A. We're going to hold. Now here we're going to move. There's a new chord I didn't see earlier. It's an E minor chord. It's kind of a sad sounding one, and you can just move your whole hand up so your 5 finger is on E. And now there's a bit of a bigger jump. We're going to go all the way back down to G. And then we're going to stay on that G, back to D, and there was a sharing is caring moment there where our hands kind of overlapped. So don't worry when you get there and you're like, I don't have enough space. Let's back up and we're going to go to measure 19. So we're on that E minor, G, and then we reset our hand, we've got another G. We're gonna come up to this D chord, and now I'm gonna get out of the way, and I'm gonna move my hand down to that G. Now, the thing about the left hand part in this song is you can play those shapes anywhere you want. You could play the G chord here, you could play your Ds down low if you liked how that sounded. You don't have to be committed to moving them exactly where we have them notated on the staff. So feel free to take some creative liberties. So that's how you can play Silent Night. It's nice and simple. If you want to spice this up a little bit, you can break up that left hand. So instead of playing and holding these notes, you could actually play root, fifth, root, and it would sound like this. So this keeps that steady 1, 2, 3 pulse. This is just for if you are comfortable going through these left-hand patterns. Are a little bit more challenging. We cover these sorts of ideas in the Pianote method. So in the first few levels of the method, you'll learn how to do these things. But if you're ready for this step now, you can feel free to do that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. And then you just move that shape to the D. 1 and 2 and 3, and then back to the G. So this is just an idea if you want to do that. So there you go. You now have all the tools you need to learn how to play Silent Night. So I hope you enjoy practicing. Don't forget to include dynamics. The song is well, it's about a silent night, so it's very calm and very relaxed. But you can have these little moments where the music swells and then comes back down again. Get creative with it. I would love to hear your final performance, so feel free to record those, share them below, and happy practicing.